Hi everyone, let me briefly walk you through the major supply chain risks by Mamee. First, there are fluctuations in raw material prices such as palm oil, flour and spices. These are impacted by global issues such as climate changes, political instability which can drive production costs and reduce the profit margins. Next, Mamee deals with logistical disruption, including port congestion, container shortage, and rising freight costs. This can cause stock shortage or excess inventory, affecting delivery and financial performance. Number 3 is geopolitical risk from supplier countries may result in traffic, export bans, or delay due to the natural disaster or conflicts, disruption the raw material flow. Lastly, operational issues like power failures or equipment breakdowns can halt production and delay production launches. This can lead to potential market share losses. To stay competitive, Mamee needs to proactive long-term strategy to manage this risk effectively.
The F&B industry is a big part of Malaysia's economy. It makes up about 10% of the country's manufacturing output and provides many job opportunities. One special feature of this industry is halal certification, which is very important for the Muslim market. Malaysia is also well known as a major exporter of halal food. We choose Mamee Double Decker, which is a famous Malaysian brand known for snack and instant noodle. They are also known for being halal certified and using advanced technology in their production. Now, talking about risk management. Risk management helps Mamee to avoid problems and protect its business. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Mamee had trouble getting raw materials and packaging because of lockdowns. This caused delays and higher costs. Also, after the Russia-Ukraine conflict, prices of raw material like wheat and potatoes went up, making production more expensive. Mamee also need to be very careful with halal certification. Any mistake could lead to losing their certificate and damaging their reputation. Lastly, Mamee has faced labor shortage in their Melaka factory, making production difficult. These challenges show why risk management is very important for Mamee to keep running smoothly and stay competitive in the food industry.
Mamee benefit from Malaysia's strong halal logistic ecosystem backed with MS 2004 and 2010 standards and jacking. With certified partners like PKT Logistic and Mas Cargo, the company ensures halal compliance from production to delivery. Its operations are further strengthened by Malaysia's advanced infrastructure and trained halal workforce. Mamee also holds key certifications like Halal, CRIM and ISO 9002, boosting the consumer trust and investing 2 million ringgit annually in R&D. Mamee continue to innovate with health-based products, with 13 distribution centers and 150 events covering 1,000 outlets. Mamee's supply chain is both reliable and efficient.
Mamee faces several internal challenges, particularly in two areas, which is sourcing, compliance, and risk monitoring. So these issues make it more difficult for the company to manage risk effectively and can increase the chances of disruptions that could affect their operations. So firstly, Mamee relies heavily on the imported raw materials such as seasonings and flavoring agents. So because of this, the company is open to global supply disruptions, political instability, and currency fluctuations. So for example, any delays in shipping or trade restrictions could severely affect the production timelines, and this limits the Mamee's ability to maintain stable inventory, especially during uncertain global events. And secondly, ensuring halal consistent compliance across all suppliers and facilities is a constant challenge. Since Mamee operates in Muslim majority markets, any failure in halal certification, whether due to supply mistakes or documentation errors, can seriously damage its brand reputations. So this puts continuous pressure on the company to conduct strict audits and monitoring. And lastly, Mamee's production is highly centralized in Malaysia. So this means that any local disruptions such as natural disaster, labor strikes, or pandemic lockdown could shut down its entire manufacturing processes. So this lack of geographical flexibility reduces Mamee's resilience in responding to their regional crisis.
For opportunity, Mamee has invested in automation and robotics, which increase productivity and reduce labor dependency. They also use digital supply chain systems like ERP and real-time tracking to improve traceability and halal compliance. Second, Mamee is diversifying its sourcing, bringing in materials from countries like India with plans to expand production to Mexico and Spain. Finally, Mamee is focusing on sustainability. They have introduced solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and recycled packaging, which help meet ESG goals and strengthen consumer trust.
Mamee Double-Decker Berhad faces challenges entering complex overseas markets like China. The urban Chinese market, especially Shanghai, is competitive with local brands like Wang Wang, Kong Yuan, and Oishi dominating due to their strong branding, local taste knowledge, and better distribution. Strict regulations, cultural differences, and government control add to the difficulty. Global consumers are becoming more health conscious, focusing on ingredients, nutrition, and price. Brands like Munchie, Nestle, and Unilever pose strong competition. The demand for functional foods that support health and beauty pushes Mamee to innovate its products. Next, in Malaysia's cultured milk market, Mamee also struggles against Vitagen, Solivite, and Yakult, which have strong distribution and brand reputation. Mamee's Nutrition product has faced delays due to power outage and equipment issues, reducing reliability. Finally, regulatory barriers further slow Mamee's operations. Strict export and manufacturing rules, especially for nutrition, delay product approval. Combined with increasing consumer demands and strong competitors, Mamee must keep improving strategies, operation, and product innovation to stay competitive.
Strategic recommendation. As you guys know, the big problem is that we use too many imported raw materials, especially for our seasoning and flavoring. This put us at risk from world events, money changes, and supply chain difficulties. The best way to fix this is to get our materials from our more suppliers. Now let's find out the solution. First, technological advancement. Adopting modern technology and especially automation and smart manufacturing industry 4.0 has the potential of making the supply chain of the Mamee company very strong. The company has obviously excelled in this aspect when they partnered with the Japanese robotic technology in noodle making, and this ought to be applied in its whole line of operation in supply chain. Second, regulatory compliance. Mamee has done well as far as certification is concerned, but there must be close monitoring of the local regulation in each market. Some of the steps to take towards ensuring continued compliance in investing in specialized personnel or consultant. The last one, contingency planning. It is important to come up with elaborate contingency planning about any disruption such as the natural catastrophes, failures of suppliers, or technological failures. Such plans must contain secondary suppliers, emergency transportation plans, and also pre-agreed contract which should be checked on a regular basis via stress costs.
In conclusion, the case of Mamee Double-Decker shows the importance of strong supply chain risk management in a highly competitive and regulated industry. So, our analysis revealed key weaknesses such as a reliance on imported raw materials, centralized production, and halal compliance challenges. However, Mamee also has a strong opportunities through their digital tools, sustainability efforts, and the automations. So this highlights the needs for proactive strategies like early risk detection and supply diversification to ensure stability, protect brand reputation, and stay competitive in today's dynamic business environment.